Hi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Shmirchik Tipsy Tarot, where you'll experience all the unpleasantness that comes with me, including snoozing, oozing, farting, losing, sneezing, twitching, itching, sniffing, and all the nastiness. So, first of all, I promised Shirley she'll be first, but she's not on right now, so Jennifer will be first. You can post your question, Jennifer. Hi, loving it. You'll be second. Where are you loving it? Where do you live? I'm okay. I'm doing fine. How are you? Hi, Manuel. I'll put you on the list. Will I meet a new love within 3 months? First of all, let me use a new deck of tarot. I'll try this one. Thank you. My puppy is very sweet. She's a very nice girl. Thanks. Perhaps she's going insane again. Yeah, I think I have too many in the cage. They've multiplied so much, and now it's kind of like okay. Now they're fighting because they want their space and they're not looking so good, so I'm not sure what to do with them. I don't have more space. Okay. 1 second. Do I even know how to use these cards? I'm not sure if I know how to use these cards. Because it's kind of like I didn't mark them. I'm not sure. I think this is the King of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. 1 second. I think this is a Knight of Cups. Hold on. Okay, we'll try with these. Jennifer, hold on. Okay. Will you meet new love in the next 3 months? Mixing these up. I'm gonna mix these up. It's a new deck, so I mean, new old. Like I haven't used them before, but I've had them for a long time. Hi, Shania. Lord, Universe, Angels, Spirit Guides of Love and Light. Step forward and answer her. Will she find love within the next 3 months? It's a little bit harder to mix because Shania, I'll put you on the list. It's a bit hard to mix because they're big. Okay, let's see. Will she find love in the next 3 of Cups? Creativity, parties, and wait, that's a cup, right? Yeah, that's a cup. Pentacles. 1 second, swords. Pentacles. 1 second. Cups. Where's the wands? Okay. 3 of Cups, and let's do the Astro thingy. Hi, Meyer19. I'll put you on the list. Megayar 19. Megayar 19 and ZSA. I'll put you on the list. You just need to wait your turn. My dice is supposed to come next week. Pluto. Ooh. I don't know if you'll find love. We'll see. Hold on. Pluto in which house? Third house. 3 of Cups in the third house. Number 3. Threes are creativities, parties, fun, women's events. Let's see which planet. Which zodiac? Hold on. Scorpio. Pluto is actually in Scorpio, so that's interesting. It talks about like some sort of transformation. So you might need to go through some sort of transformation in your life in order to find somebody. Pluto. Hold on. Yeah, Pluto is actually in Scorpio, so it talks about going through some sort of rebirth and rebirth or some sort of transformation or death. Not that anyone's gonna die, but it talks about like the subconscious, and also it talks about somebody who, because it's in Scorpio. Scorpio is very morbid sign, but it's also very sexual and passionate, and they like to think about dark things. They love horror. They love secretive. This is secretive, and they love the thrill. And it's in the third house, which is the house of communication. It's in Mercury. It's ruled by Gemini. Twins. Relationships, neighbors, siblings, grandparents. Your inner world. I feel like for now, I don't see anybody really coming your way in the next 3 months. Maybe after 3 months. That's what I'm thinking. The third house also talks about talks about your family, kids, the way you think. I feel like it's all about your subconscious as well. I feel like subconsciously you have like dark thoughts. I think you might like meet somebody on a trip, maybe. 1 second. The third of high TS. I'll put you on the list. Third of 3 of Cups. Reunions. Creativity and love, feeling good, women's groups, collaboration. I feel like you might meet a lot of people, at parties, and I feel like you might date, but it won't go. How do I say? Pluto, Mars of Pluto. I feel like it's kind of. Hold on. I'm trying to put my thoughts together. What this could mean. It's like aggression, sex, dark forces. Kind of like a depth of like falling into the depths of like despair. I feel like you might feel like you're in love. You might meet people in the next 3 months that you might connect on like a sexual level. You might connect to these people sexually, and you might feel like it's very deep, because maybe that's how you communicate. That's how you feel love deeply, is through sex. But I don't see it really going anywhere, like for real love for long term. It's going to be like a thrill for you, you know, and I feel like you'll meet these people. You'll meet these people like by parties, by some sort of events, through family, friends, and travel. Do you know what I mean? Do you get my drift? That's how I see it. I might be wrong, but I guess that's just what I see from my own perspective. So, hi Enchantress, I'll put you on the list. Enchantress. You're welcome. Okay, next is Loving It. Whatever needs to come out. What needs to come out for Loving It. Letting the spirit guides of Loving It. Take step forward. Whatever you want to tell her. King of Swords. King of Swords. So we have King of Swords, which talks about like a man who is very sharp in his mind, very intellectual, very intelligent, thinks logically. Let me do the Astro thingy. We'll see which houses, what message. I don't know, do you have like this person in your life that is very logical and you can get information from them? So you have Cancer. In which house? The third house. Third house of communication. Travel, long travel, short travel. Cancer is emotional. Cancers are emotional and sensitive. In Uranus. Uranus, the planet of Uranus. So let's see. Planet of Uranus. It's in Aquarius. Sudden changes. So things are going to be like unpredictable. Like you'll come across like times will start changing for you like in an unpredictable way. You won't expect it, you know? I feel it connects also with the King of Swords, which talks about a person who is like who cares for like the bigger picture of things. Hi, Mr. Subin. It talks about somebody who thinks with the group, who cares for the bigger picture, who likes to rebel, doesn't like to go the regular way. It's in the third house, lots of communication with that. In Cancer, emotional and sensitive. Hold on. Loyal, emotional, warm. Loves home and family in Uranus. In the third house. Lots of communication. I feel like you might meet a guy, or you have this guy in your life who will take you on like this interesting journey, unpredictable, like you won't see it coming. Like he'll make you do lots of changes in your life. Perhaps travel. I feel like he's very tech savvy. Hold on, let's see if it has anything. Oh, well, yeah, Uranus. King of Swords. He's full of knowledge and information. Zodiac is in Libra. Libra is the scales. Justice. Yeah. So I feel like it's talking about like social justice. Maybe that's something you care for as well, like social justice, equality, like anything that is beyond yourself. Thinking for a whole group. And I feel like you might meet a man through some sort of communication who's very tech savvy, or perhaps this person is in your life. Perhaps you are that person that is very smart, independent, unpredictable, cares for the bigger picture, and loves to do like rebel and do invent things. Does this make sense to you? Loving it, or I'm on loving it now. So we have loving it, Emmanuel. Emmanuel's after loving it. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I don't know if you're in a relationship, but maybe there's somebody coming that will take you on some sort of journey, communication, travel, whatever. Okay, next is Emmanuel. Yeah, so May, June. Right now where are we? What's our month? What month are we in? April. So maybe in May and June you'll meet this guy that will take you on some sort of journey. Yeah, it's your turn, Emmanuel. Is your soulmate someone who's currently working at the house I'm living in? And is it Hermela, Kidis, Helen, Priscilla? Oh boy, that's a lot of work, Emmanuel. What I can do is basically pull a card for each one. So I can be like, is your soulmate somebody who's currently working at the house you're living in? Is it Hermela? You can ask for Hermela. Is it? You're on the list, VSA. Is it Hermela? Is it Hermela? I'll pull a card for each one. Is it Hermela? Is it Kiddist? Is it Kiddist? Well, who's to say that any of them are your soulmates? Is it Kiddist? Is it Helen? Is it Priscilla? Hi, Elson. I'll put you on the list. Is it Priscilla? What's this one? What the hell is this one? I'm not sure what that one is, but it's reversed. I don't think it's Priscilla. Two of Swords, reversed. It talks about lesser of two evils. It's like you're looking for somebody, but she's a lesser of two evils. The first one, her name is Hermela. Hold on a second. Oh, wow. Do you want to be on the list, Elson? I'll put you on the list. You'll just need to wait if you want patience. Hi, Rose. I'll put you on the list. Rose. Okay, so we have here Two of Swords for Hermela, reversed. It's the lesser of two evils. Like, if you had to make a choice, she's the lesser of two evils, but I don't see her being your soulmate. Kiddist is, I feel like Two of Wands talks about trying to dominate a situation or a person. I feel like you probably have like you have, what's that called? When two people are like into control. It's kind of like power play, struggle for power, you know, you and her. It's kind of like you're struggling for power. Like, you know, when a kid is misbehaving and trying to gain control of you. So it's kind of like, what do they call that? It's basically, yeah, that. So it talks about like two's also partnerships. I feel like you could be a partner with her. I don't know if she's your soulmate though. It talks about somebody who needs to gain control of the situation. And then we have strength for Helen. For Helen, we have strength, which is a Leo, like beauty symbol. Strength is about taming your fear. I feel like with her, you'll need to get the guts and the balls to actually date her if you want strength. Yeah. July 23rd. It's Leo. It's also aggression. Like, you'd have to be aggressive with her in order to get with her if you want. You'd have to like pursue her aggressively. You'd have to work on her heart, you know. But it's also, Leo's also a beautiful sign, so I feel like you two can probably hit it off and kind of be eliminated and conquering your fears and eternal courage, strength, Leo. You'll just have to work on her heart. Like, it's a possibility that you can last together as a couple, but you'd have to work really hard for that. I don't know if she's necessarily your soulmate. And then Priscilla is two of something reversed. So that's the opposite of partnership. Like, in this picture, it's kind of like two people shaking hands, like in agreement and partnership and, you know, making a business deal or something, but it's in reverse. So, one second, I'm curious, why does it have that symbol? Cups, let's see. Cups for fun. Let's just see it real quick, check it out. Cups, swords, wands, pentacles, cups. Ace, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knave, the admirer, knight, queen, king. That could be page. It talks about young love maybe, but it's in reverse. So either way, I don't see it happening. So I hope that answers your question. Okay. Hi, Carlos. I don't know your language. Sorry. Sugar Cube. Yes, I could put you on the list. I like your name, Sugar Cube. It's very unique. Sugar Cube. Okay. Moving on to Shania. You never really saw me in Priscilla's possibility. Hi, A, B, J, H. I'll put you on the list. H, B, J, H. Shania, yes. Post your question, please. Can you know how Meher's current intentions towards you? Sure. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Power struggle. It's funny that word keeps coming in my mind. Like for Manuel, it was like power struggle for one of them. And I see here, you asked for his intentions. It's reversed. Queen of Swords. I think that is. It's reversed. I see you cutting him out. I see you cutting him out for some reason. Queen. And isolating yourself from him. As for his intentions, I feel like he feels also that it's like a power struggle between the two of you. It's like a tug of war, you know? Like in this picture, you see? Tug of war, it's reversed. And I feel like because of that, you might want to get away from him. But let's do this Astro dice thingy. What's his current intentions? Saturn. Planet of Saturn. In which house? Fifth house. And what astrological sign? What zodiac sign? Capricorn. I feel like he might think of you as like material for like home and marriage, like a family material, but I feel like he kind of would overlook you and the family for any goal he's trying to get. Any hobby, any goal will come in the way of him being with you, and it's in the fifth house, being like committed to you. Like he'll put his work above relationships, and the fifth house it talks about pleasure, so I feel like he really enjoys being with you. I feel like he's very attracted to you, and it's the fifth house, it's enjoyment, pleasure, anything with like sex, pleasure, joy, entertainment, romance, creation. Yeah, I feel like you'd want to have a family with you in creation, create a family, anything in creation. I feel like he feels like he's falling in love with you, but it's in Saturn. So let's see. Saturn. Reaping what you sow. Saturn is in Capricorn. That makes sense. So Saturn is in Capricorn, and I got a zodiac of Capricorn for him. And it talks about somebody who puts their ambitions above you. You understand? So it talks about karma, reality, school teachers, patience. It talks about karma. So that means like what you put in, you'll take out. You know, so like I feel like I'm not sure if he's willing to be with you because he sees it as like a burden, and he doesn't want to be obligated. And so he has this other side of him. He'd rather be involved in his work and ambition. So the question is, like, you're not even with the guy. So like, I'm just telling you what he might be thinking. Do you know what I mean? But like, he sees you as somebody in this way of like family, pleasure, creation. But it's not necessarily does he want that will. Not necessarily does he want to be with you. Like, it's up to him, really. I feel like it's up to him, really, if you're going to be with him. Skin and bones, knees, melancholy, law, reality, school. Yeah, I feel like he's going to more focus on his ambitions. So It's not to say he doesn't like you, but as for a reunion, I don't know. It's not telling me. Second, fifth house. See the fifth house. Planet Sun. It's the fifth house is Leo. Planet of Sun of Pleasure. Let me ask the pendulum. I don't know if he loves you, but like he definitely sees you as someone very beautiful and how you solve problems, what kind of lover you are, how you fell in love, pregnancy. I feel like if he loved you, he'd be with you. You know what I mean? The question is, because if a man likes somebody and he loves somebody, he won't ditch you. You know what I mean? Will he reunite with Shania? Will he come back to Shania? It's saying maybe, but I would say you should move on from him because, like, don't count on it because, if he loved you, he'd be with you. That's all I have to say, basically. He doesn't love you because he's not with you. True love wouldn't let you just go like that. You know what I mean? Like you'd work something out with him. He'd work something out with you. So I don't think he loves you, in my opinion. Okay, moving on to Magayar 19. Magayar 19. Lemon juice. You can post your question about it. I'm gonna hang this up. Second, just hang this up because I need them. Okay, will I be financially able to purchase a home in the next 36 months? 36 months? Is that like 3 years? Okay, let's pull a card. Let's pull a card for you. Well, I can purchase a home in the next 36 months. I think this is like the Empress reversed. I think this might be the Empress reversed. So that talks about lack of creativity, unable to conceive, unable to grow. let us so we have Venus, planet of Venus, in which house? The 12th house. The 12th house is about the afterlife. It talks about the afterlife, and it's kind of morbid. 12th house is the subconscious. What your feelings are underneath that you don't see. Aquarius. It's an Aquarius, so let's see. Let's see, we have Aquarius. Aquarius talks about somebody who tends to be a loner. Philosophical loners, unconventional, thinking outside the box, a little bit emotionally detached in the 12th house. Endings in service, unconscious. Neptune. I feel like your subconscious is stopping you from, like the 12th house, it talks about your subconscious, your unconscious, things that you feel inside. It's an emotional, it's Pisces, it talks about like emotionally intuitive people, and there's some sort of like sadness in this house, and it talks about like a person that limits themselves, you know. You could take away that limitation if you really want. And okay, so Aquarius also talks about like people who are creative and a bit detached. Unconventional, philosophical, doesn't like to get tied down to things. And then it's in Venus, which is the house of beauty and art, anything beautiful, feminine, artistic, you know. So I feel like if you really want to get this house, from what I'm feeling from all this, is that you need to like get help psychologically, because that might be stopping you, your subconscious, from it might be stopping you from being able to grow and get what you want. You understand? It's like it's a blockage. It's a blockage. Whether you're living up to your potential or not. So you're not really, at this time, it seems like you're not really living up to your potential because of this emotional subconscious blockage thingy. And Venus, it's all about balance. Like you need to find a balance emotionally, and maybe you should go talk to somebody, or like if you really want, you can manifest and get what you want, but it is low. But I don't know, maybe you have trouble with your mother. Venus is like, it talks about a mother's love and bonding and nurture. It talks about art and beauty and sexual desire and clarity, creation. And I have also this mother card. See, it's like the womb, baby in the womb, but it's reversed. So either you have unresolved issues with your mother, or also emotional blockage, and you do love art and whatever, so maybe that could be stopping you. So I hope it helps. Do you have problems with your mother, like, or that's just something I'm really, Maguire? It could all be tying into why you're unable to manifest what you really want. You know what I mean? But you can take away those limitations if you work on it. You know what I mean? And like I technically see you I technically see you buying that house if you sort this out. It's so interesting, Guy. If it's true what I'm saying, can you give me a little bit explanation how it's true, or you don't have to share? I don't know who you are, so. Oh, that's interesting. Who would ever know? Who would ever know? Mr. Subin, you're like in 3 people. After my Gaia is ZSA. Whatever comes up, okay? I don't assert myself. I work dead-end job instead of doing something better, which I'm capable of. Yeah, because subconsciously, my Gaia, you're having issues which are not being dealt with. You're ignoring them, and you need to face them and try to fix it somehow. Yeah, ZSA, I'm gonna do you now in a second. There's ZSA, which I'm doing now, TS, Enchantress, Mr. Subin, Elson, Rose, Sugar Cube, and HBJH. Okay, so let's pull for ZSA. You're welcome, Maguire. I hope things work out for you. I hope your dreams come true, like buying the house. ZSA. Jupiter. The planet is Jupiter. And we have Jupiter. And we have, you're welcome, Maguire. We have ZSA in the 12th house. In the 12th house, that's also the subconscious, the afterlife, a blockage. Let's see which zodiac it is in. Let's do this again. Okay, Taurus. It's dead. Okay, let's pull this card for you. I don't know Russian, I'm sorry. CSA. Partnerships. Cups. And cups. Business deals. Are you planning to do some sort of business deal soon or something? Because we have it in Jupiter. 1 second. Planet of Jupiter. 1 second. Let's see. Planet of Jupiter, if I can see. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Fortune, expansion, spirituality, education. Yeah, so Jupiter is education. Jupiter, the planet of Jupiter. It's in philosophy, higher learning. It's talking about you getting an education and gaining some sort of spirituality. It's in Sagittarius, which talks about like a go-getter. You know, jumping in. It's a fire sign, aiming high. And it's in the 12th house, which is about subconscious and things that you're not dealing with, and that could be stopping you from subconsciously expanding. And it also talks about somebody who likes to wander a lot, wander around. What comes to my mind is like a gypsy, and it's in Taurus. So Taurus is very stubborn, a very stable person, but grounded. Earth, it's earth. Taurus is earth, so it's dry and cold. Like it talks about somebody who is very dependable and responsible. You know what I mean? So you're not influenced by others, and like you want to expand and aim high. It's like Jupiter. It also talks about getting educated. So I feel like it talks about you being practical, and perhaps you want to make some sort of deal with somebody. You know what I mean? So does that make sense to you? Do you relate to that? Hi, Kingdom. I could put you on the list. Kingdom Queen. Kingdom Queen. So, I feel like you need to clear up some sort of, in the 12th house, it's subconsciously endings of service. You're looking at yourself in unconsciously. You have these problems, and you feel sad, and you feel limited, but you need to deal with whatever problems they are in order to remove that blockage that you are self-restricted. Usually it's like self-imposed. You're putting it on yourself. And it talks about somebody who's like dissociated from reality, but Taurus is a grounded person, and somebody who's very down to earth and not somewhere up in the sky. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's some sort of, I don't know, business deal or some sort of partnership. I feel like if you learn about it, get the help you need, look at yourself subconsciously, like, I see things coming through for you. So I don't know, that's all I have for you. Okay, moving on to TS. You're welcome. Hi, Magic Wand. How are you? I could put you on the list. Magical Wand. I think lipstick makes a huge difference. How someone looks. If I send the text I have on my mind about the truth of my situation, what will happen? How will she and people around her react? Okay. Let's see what the card says. I'll put a card. Oh, it's very sweet, Magical Wand. Very kind. Not your turn yet, Kingdom Queen. Not your turn yet. I'm with TS now. We have the Hierophant reversed, so that talks about like rebellious. They might think you're unethical, you're rebellion, you're not in the box. The Hierophant reversed, it talks about roles reversals. Like things are not, you're not like the typical way of being. That's what they'll think. Like it's the opposite of what they expect. Let's see how it ties in with the Astro reading. South Node. See which house. Yes. The 5th house is pleasure. Pleasure, beauty, enjoyment, amusement. Let's see what zodiac comes out. Scorpio. So I feel like they're gonna think that you're you have like this darkness around you. You're very sexually. You love like. They might think you're a bit frivolous and you're not ethical, and they might think you're doing things that are not in the right way. Like they're gonna think you're probably some sort of floozy, because the 5th house talks about like pleasure, creativity, entertainment, creation of things. Like if you have a kid or something, I don't know how they'll. If you got someone pregnant or something through frivolous sex, and they might think it's unethical and you're a bit like rebellious and a bit rebellious, and they might think it's like darkness and morbid. And it's in the South Node, and it talks about who you were. They're gonna think that it's from the past. You're stuck in the past. I feel like they won't accept that was the old you. They're gonna think it's still you. They're gonna think you're still stuck in those old ways. Does that make sense to you, TS? Does that make sense to you? I don't know, like, does that have to do with like baby that you created, or just like your sexual escapades, or it's not my business, but yeah, that's what I for you. Oh, so you're like in a situation. Okay. The situation will go in my favor. I feel like they're just gonna think that you're still stuck in your old ways. So I see them thinking like Scorpio is, they got Scorpio for you, which is like very sexual and people that like dark things and they love horror and they might be jealous, or they might think you have more secrets, and magnetic thrill seekers, and it's yeah, they'll think you enjoy like being in this place where you can fuck around. You're crossing boundaries. I don't know. I don't even know them. All these were my old neighbor. I mean, I don't know if this makes sense to you. Like, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm totally off. No, I can't, Giannis. I can't burp or fart right now. Okay, next is Enchantress. I'm not a switch. I can't just fart. You're welcome, Jess. I guess you just need to follow your intuition, TS. Enchantress, you there or not? If not, we'll move to Mr. Subin. Bad days, end of time, and stone which planet causing problem. We'll see, Mr. Subin. Lord, universe, angels, and spirit guides, Mr. Subin. Please answer his question. Okay. Let's pull a card. Justice reverse. I don't see you getting compensated anytime soon. I don't see any fairness and equality. Justice reversed. Hi, Rhea Roy. Node, South Node, karma. It's your karma. It's your karma. And I feel like also a lot of karma is like what you give is what you're going to get, you know? I feel like you have more control over your life than you think. It's kind of like you're stuck in the past, Mr. Subin. Rhea, I'll need to put you on the list. Second house, value and possessions. Talks about value and possessions. Stuck in the past with their values and possessions. Aries. It talks about you needing to dive in head first. 1 second, let's see. South Node, it's your karma. Who you were, what you learned, and where your soul left off. So I feel like in order to get the justice that you want and the bad days ending, you have to take yourself out of your comfort zone. Like whatever you're comfortable in, try not to be in that place of comfort, because sometimes being comfortable where you are is not good for you. In order to get out of that. And then we have, it's an Aries. Aries. You need to jump in head first. You need to not be afraid of a challenge. That's what it seems to say. You need to have the courage. Diving head first into a challenge, conquering your fears. Butting heads. Don't be afraid to butt heads with others. And yeah. And it's in the second house. So the second house talks about values and possessions. And your self-esteem and your self-worth. Perhaps you feel like you don't feel good about yourself because you don't have a lot of possessions. But I feel like you need to work on your self-esteem. Can be connected with self-worth. Like it seems to say like whatever you have is connected with your self-worth. And you shouldn't feel ashamed if you don't own a house or something. You know what I mean? And if you want something, don't be afraid to take on a challenge and jump in head first. And justice is in Libra, right? Nothing coming out. Libra is an air sign, and Aries it's in March, April, right? So you're stuck in the past because of your self-esteem. You don't feel like you have enough resources. It's like a karmic thing. You can change your karma if you really want. As for stone, let's see, justice. Libra, compensation, truth. Opal, it's a planet of Saturn. 1 second. Saturn. In Capricorn, 1 second. Ambition, karma. Yeah, this is the karmic. It's karmic justice. It's in Libra, which is also, it's like balance, and it's in the planet of Saturn, which means it talks about your karma. And it got the South Node, which also talks about like where you left off in your karma. Where you are from the past. And the sign is, it's funny because Aries is in March to April, and Libra here is also March to April. So I feel like you need to leave behind like this month that we're in and continue on. Jump in and not be afraid. Like if you want, you can change your karma. And the stone is opal. It's Saturn. Saturn is receiving. Rhea, you're on the list. I'm going to move on to Elser. Elser? You there? Elson or Elser? Okay, Elser's not there. We're going to move on to Rose. No? Okay. Sugar Cube, you there? Sugar Cube? No. Okay. HBJH. All right, you're not there. Kingdom Queen, you there? Oh, okay. HB, you are there. Okay. You want a general reading? Okay. Let's do this. Let's see. HBJH. General reading for HB. Let's try to mix these cards. Ace of Swords. It talks about some sort of epiphany, deep thought, brainstorm, some sort of sudden truth, new beginnings because of some sort of sudden truth or some sort of deep realization. Because of that sudden deep realization, I feel like there's some sort of new opportunities, new beginnings coming your way. Mentally as well. Saturn is in the planet of Saturn. Let's see. Which house? third house of creativity, and number 3 is creativity, but it's also about communication. I feel like you're going to be communicating soon with some sort of job, maybe. It's in Capricorn. Capricorns, it talks about people who are, it's an earth sign, and let's see, Capricorn, the sea goat, ambitious, your ambitions, it's in the third house. So the third house is about communication. Oh shit. Let's take this out. Oopsie. Oh yeah, it's in Capricorn as well. Ambitions. Yeah. So I feel like what you reap is what you sow. Your karma will be coming to you, and in regard to a new beginning. No, it's not Capricorn, I'm sorry. It's Cancer. Emotionally sensitive. Cancers are very sensitive and intuitive, and they love the home. Cancer, let's see. Emotionally warm, passionate, nurturing, charitable. But you hold grudges. So, and it's in Saturn, so it talks about like karma. It's the harvest. It's about having the patience to follow through with your actions in order to manifest what you want, and your ambitions. And that's because also some sort of truth, some sort of deep epiphany coming your way. And it's in Mercury, which is communication, third house, ruled by Gemini twins. It's all about the way you think, which ties into Ace of Swords, which is in the way you think of some sort of deep realization. And I feel like you might be traveling for your ambitions, for your new beginnings, perhaps. Travel, a lot of communication. Perhaps you'll get some sort of new beginnings in the media or high tech or something in communications. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got for you. Does that make sense to you at all? Ace of Swords. New beginnings are here for you in communication. New idea, starting point, epiphany. Expanding your consciousness, getting new opportunities, yeah. Getting some sort of balance and opportunities. And Saturn is in Capricorn, which talks about ambitions. In the third house, and it's Cancer. Is Cancer is in the moon. Emotional, nurturing, sensitive, mother energy. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for being with me, and see you next time.